And welcome back. Picking where we left off last time in the Shadow Empire, beginning of turn 139. Apparently, we've been going through metal a little bit fast. We'll have to hold off on new construction for a while for the metal to recover from the building we've been doing back to back to back. To be fair, will probably be good for trying to build up our roads. That will mean I'll be able to put the industrial capacity towards road building instead. Since we're slowly finding what's left of the wild locals. Ah, there we go. New model, medium aircraft. Let's go design that to be a bomber. So, blueprint. Medium 2-engine aircraft. You are going to be my tactical bomber. With a medium turbojet engine. You're not going to carry rockets. Oops, I've been modifying what I did not want to modify. Fine. We'll hit new blueprint and we'll be fine. Medium aircraft, 2-engine, design 1. We're going to give you 2 medium turbojet engines, so you're going to be a tactical bomber. Your medium size will at least give you medium engines. Start off. The best guns. We'll give you some precision bombs. Mid-range precision bomb load. More fuel gonna give you more range? Yes. Okay, looks like optimal wings right now are medium. Precision bombs, 200 kilograms, big bunch of fuel, 12 hex, range, bomber. Tactical bomber. That doesn't look too bad. So with that design, we'll go back here and we'll tell it to go build us that design.
Copy that.
Attorney movement proposes a personal session. This is just send more political power to get meritocracy in mind, which I'm on board with. I can probably build a road here to give these guys a little bit more range. So, these guys want a road improvement? Yeah, they probably want at least one more, maybe 2 more tiles. Before I forget, let's move you back to HQ. Put your HQ garrison in the HQ, please. Okay, after move, it doesn't have enough range, but that means next turn it should have the range. Give us some good poking. Cannot reduce source power. Oh, because... Okay, let's maybe try the other way around. Okay, so these guys don't match regardless which way I want to try to shove them together. Okay, now obviously we want to get these guys in supply, so we need to extend the road. Now the question is, do we go into the forest, or do we go along the bottom of the forest here? Let's try to go along the bottom of the forest. It saves a little bit of industrial capacity.
Engage the enemy. Here's this. Rise like us.
And then we had fuel supplying issues last turn, so let's not immediately go rolling off into the sunset with these guys right away. They get resupplied properly. Or you can see our ally has been running around with some motorbike troops, which are probably stronger than our old-fashioned basic infantry we got a lot of the line. Don't really have logistics to go on the offensive, but we have the logistics to pound them with artillery shells. Being a bit ineffective at pounding artillery shells, but we've got them, so we might as well use them.
Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir.
Exterminatrix. Just cast, I can attack, much like light artillery would. Interesting. If it classed as line artillery, I'm surprised it didn't fire back at us. And I've already decided that we need to save up some metal. So I think we just need to spend the political power, and that'll be the turn. Miners will roll the unification attempt. 82 versus 110, with 2d10 or 2d100 on their side of the d100 on ours. It's unlikely to succeed, and it continues to not succeed. Oh, it looks like their opinion stance has improved. They swapped to... Nope, they hate us so much that they're actually somewhat open to taking money. I barely made a difference.
Affirmative.
Well, I tried. Let's try to do some diplomacy with you. Oh, that's a different set of aliens down there as well. Cool.
Affirmative.
I don't think we have anything super useful to zones right now. Oh, I should double check. What's not our prospecting or mining overview looking like? It probably makes sense to just check places that we're mining. We do have an Ergstone mine that is empty. So I've still got the political power. I should do peripheral mining on Ergstone.
Aye, aye, sir.
That'll be our political power for the turn. So let's roll the turn. We'll see how the Arachnids respond. We'll see how these guys respond. If these guys don't really move very much, these guys, our attack helicopters here, should be able to give them a thrashing. Hopefully the logistics situation down here will improve. The logistics situation looks bad right now because the road wasn't there at the beginning of the turn. Looks like those guys will probably swamp to sorting the former picket. Next, brown bun. Brown burn, or I forget what that major is exactly called. I was never very good at pronouncing it to start with. Because it looks like we've about run into unaligned territory up there between the two of us pushing into it. Okay, it looks like the Arachnids are still pulling back into a tighter and tighter pocket. And we got our automated logistics, which will lower the work requirements for logistics assets. What was that card? Oh, let's actually pull the vid back up. I think I saw an interesting card there I haven't seen before. Cabinet retreat. Okay. New demand. Get the meritocracy profile back up again, please. Yeah, I should.
Order acknowledged.
Affirmative.
On the council. Probably industrial revitalization.
Aye, aye, sir.
We've got a decent number of factories, and that would lower their cost. Somewhat surprised that heavy tanks haven't shown up. We'll go ahead and take assault gun here. We'll put the high velocity gun on the assault gun because we don't have high velocity guns on our medium tanks.
Copy that.
And really, with this one, I don't really care what we're going with, so we'll just
Copy that.
click one. Upgrade a town to a major city,
Yes,
sure.
sir.
And this is to put supplies in a mine that is empty, so it's probably this. Oh, we got a couple empty ones. Whoops. Level 2, level 4, level 5. Probably level 5 wants to be the one that gets the upgrade. This will be the highest
Aye, aye, sir.
being upgraded. And this is diplomacy with the natives. Let me scroll over to them a bit. What's their opinion? Their opinion's perfect. Give us some mercs.
Affirmative.
Gained some mercs. Gained 2 squads of mercs. Not much better than they were the last batch, it looks like, but there are more units that do not need magical supplies.
Move it now. All clear, sir.
We'll give them another turn to do what they're going to do. We got some local crawlers: Profiteer, Predator, Corroder, Aggressor, Acrobat, Entangler, and Territorial. Okay, so we definitely don't have enough to deal with what's in that pocket. Oh, why are you... I'm surprised you are not have decent radius. Only gained 10 radius, they didn't get enough. Okay, so they need to gain some radius before they do attack. I probably want them to do an attack on the platypus here, so they will have their time as much as I don't really want to give it to them. Would, but it'd probably be better to encircle and have the tanks attack this guy.
Weapons free. Target destroyed.
And then we can attack. And if we have enough firepower to get rid of them, then we get rid of them.
Here's this. Rise like this.
Yeah, that's the advance there. Good attack. To be fair, those guys are actually our classed as artillery, then this will hammer them pretty hard.
Mission accomplished.
We traded 1 infantry for 1 artillery piece in that situation, I suppose. Now in this case, we're gonna, well, I can initiate with a regular attack. We can swap to ranged and pound them with their artillery pieces.
Aye, aye, sir.
Replenish our losses. Actually, I don't need to because we've got reserves of infantry. Machine gun needs to be replaced. And at this point, we probably need more road over here. Keep going. I got the road. Well, I got the industrial capacity right now because we're trying to save up more metal reserve. So I'll give you that road, and we'll give you some road. We now also have a border with Dessau Reich. Probably take another roll. And the unification.
Affirmative.
And they still say no. Assuming we completed construction, yeah. So Industry 4 is done. Power Plant 3 is done. Separatization will be done next. Solar panels will be a couple turns, but hopefully at this point we got enough power flowing that it's not an issue. Should we go ahead and turn high-tech up to full speed? And then once we save up enough industrial capacity, I could upgrade the Industry one last time. Industry 5 here. Yeah, but obviously that costs like 700 metal. Do the strategic move on our mercs to get them out to their front where we're going to have them deployed. And they picket. Get them out there quicker. Sounds like a good plan. This truck station's expanding. Good to see. It is also taking some metal doing that as well. Okay, I think that's the movement for the turn. Once I think the construction is a little bit more stable, industrial capacity is a little more stable, I might just try to deploy more infantry units, because we definitely need more frontage to keep advancing on all the fronts. At some point I need to garrison this front, because these guys they're not agreeing to diplomacy. What's our victory state looking like? We're up in the world. We were in 5th. We're now up to 4th. Because Vinersm Park here has fallen quite precipitously. So basically, we know the people who are the major players going forward. Basically, Brandbund is the guys who don't like us and are the current leaders, frontliners. Desu Reich are blackmailing us. These guys are actually willing to do diplomacy with us. We don't know about the 5th or the 6th. And the 6th is basically out of the game. I suppose if I'm trying to win the game, taking score off of the front runner is probably a place to take it from if I can do it. So it does make sense that the guys that don't want to duel lanes with us should probably be the guys that get stabbed. But that, of course, requires us being in a position to attack them. With our... Isn't necessarily easy, because that is our weakest logistical side. With our weakest units deployed on it. Which is why we're stalling and dealing with the arachnids instead. Let's see, guys to like us. Apparently at the moment not moving anything we can see. We might not, well, might now start seeing some stuff moving from the Reich. Now that we actually have a front with them. And here's our subject. I would really like to integrate that subject. It'd give us a really nice amount of picket forces by the looks of it. At this point, I wouldn't expect that picket force to hold up to a stiff breeze, but picket may be picket, even without being good.
Move it now! All clear, sir.
Clearing that pocket. We'll save it with this pocket.
All clear, sir.
Oh, that's good.
Aye, aye, sir.
At some point I'm gonna have, well, I don't have to, but at some point I'm gonna want to get an Applied Science Council, so let's recruit the Applied Science Council and stop procrastinating.
Affirmative.
You know, we're probably gonna want automated turret. Well, say I want the automated turret. I'm gonna get the automated turret. Probably don't need it, but because to be fair, most of the time we're attacking, so defensive assets are superfluous to current demands. Models. Did we did do an upgrade for the infantry? Okay, so we've got foot 4 and twin barrel 3s and RPGs. Actually, it's probably time to look in on upgrading the artillery. It's not going to be that much of an upgrade because we can't upgrade the gun. The gun is already as big as it can go. It's going to be a tripling of their armor value, so they're less likely to go pop if they get caught. Mind and meritocracy, yes. Are you ready? You are ready to do some air attack.
Off the way! Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Move it now!
And now that we've blown the readiness out of them, we can get them to surrender. And we've cleared the hex. Got a savanna area in here to attack the tanks.
Here's this. Rise like us.
Allows us to cut this guy off. Try to actually destroy some of the rackets instead of just allowing them to retreat in front of us. I mean, we are sort of crushing them back into this area. And again, pounding the enemy with artillery is maybe not the most efficient way to cause damage.
Aye, aye, sir.
But we are, in theory, causing some damage here without having to stretch the logistics more.
Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir.
Yep. Construction is mostly completing. Cyberization's done. Solar panels have got 2 turns. Going to... Because our main problem right now is metal. We're back to the metal being a problem again. So I'm going to, because we've got a supply of both high-tech and machinery, I'm going to start expanding the demetallization facility here.
Copy that.
And I think it's probably time to form up another brigade. Which if I'm going to do that, let's first try the unification.
Affirmative.
One day they will accept. That day, sadly, is not today. In the meantime, nation level. Let's get a court manager, then we'll put him in charge of the science that we're going to get coming up next turn, and get us a couple military leaders to command the formation. 1 OHQ'd Grenadier Infantry unit, please. With foot 4, like so. Do want a strategic move you. Actually, probably deploying a unit along here is going to be good. So we can start advancing in that position as well. And I just sent the machine gun to the front again. you can see the power of a logistics network that we're able to ship the machine gun to the front and back to base and still move the entire unit to the front. So next turn, when it gets its commander, it'll start to be able to start deploying out here. Display out. So we'll free up these guys to acquire some territory as well. Whoops, I actually ran that road into the mountain. That's probably why I was having what looked like bad industrial capacity on the previous turn. Okay, hopefully that will give us a bit more logistical freedom going forward on the next turn. At this point, I gotta go through a mountain with this road, which is why we've got the... I've been sort of having a problem here, is there's just been this mountain range here that's been slowing the advance. Though we've basically gotten around it now, it's just working through the last bit of the bocage to deal with the remainder of these arachnids. Let's roll the turn. This is going to be the last end turn of the video. So if you've been watching on YouTube, I hope you've been enjoying it. And if you've been watching on Twitch, hopefully this break will be a little bit shorter than the last one, because the last one I took time to actually go make a cup of tea. Let's unmute the mic for a moment to take a sip of that tea. Hopefully the end turn will be mostly boring. So hopefully Braunburn doesn't magically declare on us during the end turn, because we are very exposed on that front. There's a whole lot of nothing between us and them, so it wouldn't be the end of the world if they attacked. We just start to panic deploy more brigades. And probably catch them on the mountain range right in front of our city. But then we'd have to have the struggle of retaking all that empty territory. Which, depending upon how I'm thinking, it might actually be a good thing. That might be a good place to fight with tanks, but... be good for encirclements versus the mountain and forest that we're fighting through right now, which is really bad for encirclements. We got Zengelhold. Zalgan's hold? I'm not best at pronunciation. We got the hold. The hold is nice. They're friendly with us. The Reich is less so, but they're neutral at least. We've been able to keep them in blackmail neutral territory. Mountain Keep, the oldest of our... I think it might be the oldest server subjects, but the last one to not be integrated. No losses, no kills. Getting around 142. Well, this is where I'm going to go ahead and put the video break. So I hope you've been enjoying it. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.